Hello and welcome back. My name is DDubble, but you could just call me Dell. And today we are here. This is Coach Interviews PPL Draft League, and I am joined by the Costa Rican sensation, the one, the only Q. Say hello.
Yo, what's good?
Yo. All right. So Q, as one of the admins in this league and a longtime draft league player member, been around the block. Kind of who are you and how long have you really been doing this?
I'm QtheCostaRican, you know how it is. When did I start? Like the month before Sword and Shield came out is when I started competitive Pokemon.
Nice.
Always been a big fan. Just like thought it was always, for some reason I just had this idea that like competitive Pokemon was this like insanely hard, difficult thing to get into. But once I started getting into it, it was just so simple. It's just just battling. It's not that hard. It's fun. It's a good time, and yeah, just been having fun with it ever since.
Cool. Well, considering you've been around for so long and kind of knowing your content, you've been doing a lot of 3v3 stuff and battle spot stuff. Do you think that's going to give you an advantage going into the season this year?
Not at all. 3v3s are a whole different breed, bro. It's so different. Like Encore on Dragonite is like the top move used on that guy, and you're like, exactly, that's what I'm saying. You would not. In draft, I don't think I've ever seen Dragonite run Encore.
I've never seen Encore.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I think it even got it in Gen 9 for the first time. I don't even know. But also, it's just like, there's banned Pokemon that's allowed in ranked, that's not allowed in specifically this draft league for sure, like Fluttermane and stuff like that. So I don't think I would give an advantage. Maybe like my mind is slightly more open to like a niche set here or there for like a specific matchup, but it's definitely it's just a whole different thing. The battles are a lot faster. Your mistakes are hella amplified. It's just crazy.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. Well, kind of what you were talking about with certain things being banned in the league and things like that. What mon are you kind of most excited to see this season? The tiers look really fun. It looks like there's a lot of things available that are going to be big players in the league this year. So what are you kind of looking forward to seeing most, or even using the most?
Well, definitely all the new Pokemon that came through Home, like all the Hisuian variants, all the, crazy like Cleavor and stuff like that, like all those guys, I'm eager to see how people utilize them, because, there's definitely some very straightforward things that could happen, but also like the more niche things that I'm like that Draft League helps bring out, I'm looking forward to. If I had to pick like any one mon, Sneasler.
Sneasler.
That guy looks like a hitter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with Dire Claw and Poison Touch, even just Poison Jab, Poison Touch, spreading status like that is so very detrimental to opposing teams when you're facing it. So.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see if somebody gets like 3 Dire Claw sleeps and how the other person would react. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I tilt off the face of the earth, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I would definitely I would press the home button to like get out of the game. I'd take a deep breath and I'd probably get back into it.
Pull up the Wii Start menu
and just realize that's just Pokemon. We'll move on.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's fair enough. So you've been around a long time, and I'm sure you've had some spectacular moments from leagues past and things like that. Are there any standout moments that you can kind of hail back to and really imagine yourself getting into again, either this season or just a memorable moment that's really stood out for you, that's really made you love Pokemon even more, especially in the draft scene?
I wouldn't say like, maybe it stands out because like when I was really like new to draft and like I was still figuring out like niche sets, the first finals I was ever involved in, it was a Showdown finals, and I was really determined to try and get a ring target tricked on a Mimikyu so I could sweep with Dragon Darts on Dragapult. And I never got to do it, but what transpired in that battle was I did Dragon Dance in front of a Mimikyu as I got crit and dropped down to 1 HP. They proc my weakness policy, so then I was +3, and the disguise was already broken, and then I sucker punched them and won the game. So that was against one of the homies. Shout out Cahoots. But yeah, that was probably like I was like one, looking back at it now, I'm like, I should have never have ran that set, for one, and for two, I actually had a very easy opportunity to ring target the Mimikyu and just didn't do it because I was just being silly. So like that's definitely like I cringe at it a little bit, but it's also a really nice moment because we were like pretty good friends. Well, we still are pretty good friends. Not that we're not anymore, but like we just like became friends during that league, and then like it transpired to the finals, and it was just a funny moment.
It's a good way to end it for sure at that point.
Oh, for sure. It is so silly looking back though.
No, fair enough. Now, Q, there's an ongoing meme within the like draft community surrounding you, and it's this ham sandwich thing, and I just gotta know, like, where did ham sandwich originate from? Like,
so basically it's not a long story, I guess. I'm gonna try to find the clip as we're talking about it, but basically what had happened was I never really like shiny hunted for Pokemon like before, but I really when I was playing through Sword and Shield casually for like a Nuzlocke series that I did, I found out that Dragapult was a Pokemon, and I was like, bro, I want this Pokemon. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna shiny hunt it. I didn't even know what the shiny looked like. I was just like going for it, right? So I'm hatching Dreepies. I hatched like 800 or something Dreepies, and I was streaming. This was back when I streamed on Twitch exclusively. I didn't even like. I think my YouTube channel was like at like 50 subscribers or something at that point.
Wow, so wild.
And yeah, so a long time ago. And I was just like, I was talking to my sister in chat, telling her I was hungry. So she drove over to my house and gave me a ham sandwich and a bag of cookies. Okay. And so I muted the mic while I was, while I was hatching the egg still, so I could eat the sandwich. And then the Dreepy came out of the egg, and it was shiny. And you know, I popped off, but it was muted, so like no one heard me.
Oh no!
but then my chat was like, "You gotta name it ham sandwich." And then I was like, "Okay, I guess I was naming ham sandwich," and it's just been that way ever since.
That's sick. No, that's such a cool backstory. I would be heartbroken to have a shiny reaction on mute. That would totally suck. But I'm sure it made for like a really good like moment, and obviously it's kind of stuck with, you know, you, especially throughout the community now. Like everywhere I go, I always see a ham sandwich kind of like in the chat or reacted or something like that on somebody's video or in the Discords and things like that. So no, it's cool that that's stuck with you all these years.
Yeah, ironically, a lot of people nickname their Pulse ham sandwich, which is pretty funny.
That's funny.
But it was like muted, but like not all the way muted. So like this mic I have, like you can slide it. So like I did scream so loud that it faintly came to the mic. So it wasn't awesome. Like it wasn't just like no sounds, but yeah, I'll send the clip after this if I can find it.
Hopefully it's rolling on the screen right now as we're talking.
Yeah, that would be great. Shout out to the editor.
Yeah, shout out to whoever's editing this. Thank you so much. Speaking of shouting people out and kind of going into like one of our last questions here, I know a lot of coaches have a lot of great people behind them, you know, helping them out behind the scenes and things like that. Do you have anybody that you know has really helped you kind of achieve this success that you're seeing as a Pokemon like content creator? Because I have everything I've seen the past couple, you know, like in the last 4 or 5 months, you've really been doing some numbers and really blowing up on YouTube here. So do you have anybody that you'd like, you know, want to credit a little bit of help to or say thank you to, or anybody like that that's been supporting you out through this whole process?
Yeah, well, maybe not so much as like a numbers thing, but I would definitely say like, you know, all the homies that we've met along the way, keeping me what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I guess like grounded in Pokemon, because you know, like if I never met like some of these people, I definitely might have like stopped, you know what I mean, like making YouTube content all this time. But definitely shout out to like the homies Cahoots and Jay. We started a like prep like group chat way back when like we both got involved in we all got involved in like our first draft leagues, and it's been going strong ever since, which is pretty dope.
That's awesome.
We've definitely all helped each other like win championships, which is really fire. Love that for the homies. And yeah, I don't know, just basically everybody in Prep City, everybody who's just been around as long as we've all have. Like, I guess, I don't know, I definitely probably should have took those questions ahead of time like you recommended.
So I could have thought about something. Man, it puts you on the spot, you know? That's okay. Yeah. That's it's from the heart, you know. It's off the dome. That's what matters here.
Definitely all the people who have like started the leagues and have like been involved in like even the Gen 8 leagues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they're a huge part of like because otherwise if there was no leagues there would have been no content in theory. Exactly, you know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
The only difference from Gen 8 to Gen 9 is that I just started doing Wi-Fi battles and like you said earlier, the 3v3s thing on my own. Yeah. And just been like more consistent than like the one draft league video a week or 2 draft league videos a week type of a thing. So that's kind of like the big change.
That's how you grow for sure. All right. Well, final question. What can the fans look forward to seeing from you this season? What's going to make you stand apart from the rest of the competition?
I don't know, to be honest. There's some crazy competition in this league for sure. I'm hoping we all just have a good time, to be honest. There's a lot of, I think, unique bands in this league that could definitely see some more lower Pokemon shine. I think the Terra rule in this league could definitely see a lot of like lesser known Pokemon shine as well.
10%.
So like I think watch out for the low tiers, because I think the low tier mods are 100% gonna pop off in this one. And yeah, I don't really even know my team as of right now. I only have like we are fourth wall breaking. We are drafting at the moment.
Whoa.
And I think we have about like 2 mons. So like yeah, it's just
crazy.
Just I have no clue.
Well,
But I'm looking forward to it for sure.
I'll throw it out there. Terraglastrier, and I know I'm gonna get some hate probably in the comments for this, but Terraglastrier, man, that is a good Pokemon with some crazy base stats, and if it's not an ice type, it's way better than it is. So
That is true.
Throw it out there. That's just a thick horse right there. All right, Q. Well, I think that's going to be it. Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you all so much for watching. PPL content going to be coming the rest of the season for you guys. These coach interviews are a blast. We're really looking forward to having you here on the channel. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to go check out QtheCostaRican. His links will be in the description down below. Please be sure to subscribe to the PPL Draft League channel here. Check out the Twitter, everything like that. If you do want to follow me too, my name's DDubble. You can just call me Del, and we will see you guys next time.